Hey guys, what's up? How's it going, guys? So today we're going to be going over Lee Sin. So what I have planned for today is we can go over some VOD reviews of some Lee Sin gameplay that I played in Grandmaster ELO. And then we have the mechanic check. So let me fix that top bar. And then after that, we'll be going over pathing. We'll be going over his strengths and weaknesses. We'll also be going over, playing some live Lee Sin gameplay. So no worries about that. We're going to be playing Lee Sin live today in the class. So we can go over my thought process, my pathing, what matchups you win, all this stuff. First, I want to go into some of my match history games. So this account is Master right now. It's one of my Smurf accounts. It's my main account that I'm playing on recently. Right now we have like around a 78% win rate right now in Master. And my Lee Sin is one of my most played champions on this account. So definitely one of my favorite champions. So definitely I'm going to be very well versed on this champ. I have probably tens of thousands of games on Lee Sin, no joke. Like probably not tens of thousands, but around 10,000 or more. I guarantee it. So let's go into this first game. You can see I've been playing a lot of Lee Sin in my match history. But we can go into this first game. Let's do the 16-5 game. Why not? Let's show off a little bit for this first one. What happened with that Graves game? Well, things happen sometimes, and you might not always have good games. So that's what happened with that Graves game. Someone said, "Hey, what's up, guys?" How's it going in chat, guys? How's it going? I see a lot of, new names. I see a lot of old names. Welcome back to the stream, guys. If I've seen you before, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. Welcome, guys. So let's take a look at this team comp. So we're actually full AD, and no joke, I didn't really notice like how bad it was until like late game. If it were to go late game, because Annie was so tanky. But we snowballed, so it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter that they were like 5 AD, because I snowballed the hell out of this game. Because I knew that they have a scaling jungler. Lee Sin is typically an early game jungler that likes to invade, that likes to fight. He will shit on, junglers that are playing to scale. Hecarim is more of a scaling jungler. Lee Sin, early game jungler. So guess what my plan is? I have mid prio because Lucian mid will dominate Annie. I have top prio because Yasuo beats Silas. I can just envision the trading patterns, and just because Yasuo is just a stronger level 1 champion than Silas at level 1, and so is Lucian, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna vertical jungle, invade Hecarim to cheese Hecarim so we can get a triple buff situation. So take a look at what I do here. Vertical jungle, invade blue. We got blue. We got Grom. And now, actually, my Yasuo is pinging me to gank top. So here we go for a top gank. So it was really close, actually. We actually played it super well. Even though Yasuo died there, it doesn't matter because Silas had already TP'd back, and he's gonna lose a whole cannon wave. Then here I juke the Hecarim to walk into the tri-bush here. And you guys can just see, I just know I win the 1v1 because my champion's limits. Because Lee Sin has more attack speed than Hecarim at level 1 or level 3, because he can always proc, his passive to make it so whenever he uses an ability, his next 2 basic attacks gain 40% attack speed. So just look at my attack speed compared to Hecarim's. I'm at 1.03, he's at 0.76. And another thing that I want to show you guys is I don't use Q instantly. So this is the most important part. So you don't want to use your Q early because your Q does more damage based on the target's missing health. So notice I don't use my Q yet. I wait before using the second Q until he's a little bit lower and we win the fight. So a few things to notice there is I baited him in because I knew I win the 1v1. I used my passive, auto attacks, you know, save my Q for after I use my W, my E, because I wanted to do more damage when he's low HP. And also another thing is I canceled one of my auto attack animations with the second Q. So this is actually really crucial that you use your abilities to cancel your auto attack windups. And also it just makes a lot of sense because your auto attack should be treated as a cooldown too. So right when you use an auto attack and it's on cooldown, you should use an ability right after. So we destroy them here and then we get Scuttle Crab. And here I see that Hecarim's ganking mid, so we see him off of this ward here. So this is what I'm going to do. I know I'm the stronger jungler, I know I have red buff advantage, and so we go and look to fight this Hecarim. So here I'll play in half speed, I war jump, slow him here first. I missed the Q because he actually juked backwards, a little bit surprising, I didn't expect that. And we just pretty much killed him here. This is how I snowball with this 3-0 lead, so keep in touch on how I snowball. Okay, well, I just walked up and killed the Morgana. That's nothing special, but right now I'm on Rampage. I got Warrior Spike at, you know, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And so we do Dragon. So the most important thing is do objective when you get a spike after you already have a lead. Stack those dragons. Huge win condition. And then here I see that Annie's really low under tower. So I ulti first and then Q. This is also another technique that I want to show you guys. And it's the easiest one in the book, which is you want to CC somebody before you use your ability, right? So Lee Sin has the kick for CC. So you R, and then you Q. And also, when they're near a wall, the CC is actually longer. They're airborne for longer because they're stuck next to the wall. So look, this entire time he's airborne before I even land on him. And then I see that top is fighting. Okay, so this is actually a really crucial part as well in this game. Is usually for Lee Sin, you want to wait until you know, they walk out of the minion wave because you are a skill shot reliant champion. So take a look at this. We wait until he walks out of tower range. And you just gotta be patient with the Q, you know. Notice I didn't use the Q yet because I want him to, you know, I want to get a better angle. And actually focusing Sylas is better because Sylas is the stronger guy. So in case they actually do try and 2v1 me, if I focus Hecarim, then, you know, Sylas has a chance to killing me if I use all my spells on Hecarim. Then it's just skill shot accuracy at this point. And then this is the most important part, is how I snowball this game. So a lot of people, when they get a lead on Lee Sin, they don't know what to do in order to snowball the game. So let me show you guys what I do. So it's very simple. I just look for constant invades because I know I cannot lose a fight. I can't lose a fight, so I play to shut down the enemy jungler. This is the most important thing, you know, when you're trying to carry in jungle, especially with the early game jungler, is look to invade when you're undisputed strongest jungler. So the more time I send this guy, you know, to base, the more time that my laners get to scale, get to free farm, you know, without having to worry about a jungler. But instead, since I'm on the map, since I'm invading, now Sylas has to worry about me. Now Morgana, Annie have to worry about me. But these guys, they're like chilling. They don't have to worry about Hecarim because I'm literally sending him to base every single time. So the next thing is I do Herald. And this is actually really crucial because Herald is really OP when one of your laners is already hard winning, because then it grants them so many plates and can give them first tower. So we got first tower here. We got another tower because Hecarim's bottom. You can never outrace the Herald. It's just so OP because look, they got 1-2 platings, right? We got 2 towers. Now we're just roaming bottom. We're getting some kills. And I'll just speed forward here because there's not much else to go over this game. It's just a bunch of fighting. So I'll just show you guys what happens. Just like look at the minimap, guys. This is actually really important. So look at the minimap, how I play. So don't look at too much of the mechanics. So just watch the minimap as how I play the game in order to close out this game. So we're gonna watch that 8 times and just play off of the minimap. So look how I move with my Lucian in order to go bottom. We kind of lose the fight here, but that's unlucky. But focus on the macro. So we're just gonna keep on spawning and stacking those dragons. That's the crucial part. We're going for the bottom tower here. We get the bottom tower. Now we have all outer towers. We're getting the Herald, playing objective control. Still another fight, we get caught. It's all good. But the most important part is that we play for the objective control. So dragon, we take another fight. It's fine. Then take a look at what we do next. Now we're at 3 dragons to 0 dragons. So we're on a 4 winning dragons fight. We fight in the top jungle here. Probably could have played it better. But we get tier 2 bottom because they send 5 people top. So it's pretty good for us. The most important part now is look at how easy it is for us to get that easy 4 stack dragon. It's going to come up in literally 1 minute. It's a 22-minute 4th dragon. And that's actually the easiest way to snowball as like any early game jungler, especially Lee Sin, is if you have a lead, stack the dragons early, because you know, pretty much in low elo, it's pretty hard to play around with barons, I'm sure of it, but it's pretty easy to do dragon because junglers can solo dragon. You just need a little bit of prio, some control, and we win the next fight. We're gonna get dragon. They're probably gonna surrender here. I think this is when they surrender. Well, I guess we win another fight. Alright, yep, they surrendered. So early game, play to invade, guys. Remember that? So take note of that. Play to invade, use your passive, use your attack speed passive, use your RQ. You want to CC them before you use your Q to get the guaranteed Q. And then you want to stack dragons, stack heralds, focus on getting towers down. And that's kind of how you usually play Lee Sin. That's the easiest way to climb as Lee Sin, is get an early game lead through invading, ganking, and then transition it into dragons, heralds, into all outer towers, into more inner towers with the herald, into more stacking dragons. And then usually in team fights, you want to use your ultimate ability really well. So the insec, our flash, or just kicking to peeling. And that's kind of like the basic concept of Lee Sin in a nutshell. But we can go into even more advanced things. So let's go into the exact fundamental clear. So the exact clear that you want to run when you want to play Lee Sin. And then we'll go into his combos next. And then we'll go into items actually. So we'll do everything. So we'll do clear, items, and then best lanes to gank. So this is my Lee Sin rune page. Sudden Impact is really good for lethality. This is good for healing. You want to go Conqueror, Triumph, Alacrity. You can change this to Tenacity too if you're trying to go, you know, more, you know, CC. If you're playing against more CC heavy teams, then Tenacity is good. So yeah, this is good. Any questions, guys, in chat? So I have some free time to read chat now. Hey Mike, I just want to thank you. Hey, you got 9, 2, and 4 in your first jungle game ever. Yo, that's hella nice. Will you be streaming later? I think so. I'll have to check on that, but for all of you guys that don't know, I do stream regularly on Twitch at twitch.tv/MikeYeung. So head over there and hit me up with that follow if you are looking to follow the stream. So let's see. Hi Mike, it's Ho Chang Yan here. How do you team fight when enemy group mid and tower hug? It's so hard to land skill shots when enemy minions are blocking it. So it's actually important to time your gank with the wave crashing. So you don't want to gank when the wave is, you know, not crashed yet, because then it's kind of like blocking, you know, your skill shots. So make sure you just take a look at the minimap. His wave, enemy wave, is going to be mirrored to your wave before you gank. When to know if we use red or blue smite. So you want to use red smite usually against bruisers, assassins. Blue smite usually against ranged champions. Reason being, Red Smite is really good against bruisers because it negates their damage, and you get to auto attack more because you're in a melee to melee fight. Whereas Blue Smite is better on to get on top of those guys that are trying to peel away and try and kite you. What is CC? So it's basically anything that's kind of like a stun, knock up, taunt, something that prevents the enemy from doing what they want, like trying to make them stay in place, or what is the exact term? I'm not sure, but basically any form of ability that pretty much restricts the enemy's movement or restricts the enemy from casting abilities or autos. Crowd control. Okay, yeah. So it's crowd control is the full term. Inspiration is good for a secondary rune as well. It has its drawbacks, it has its bonuses too. So this is better combat fighting because you get the lethality. Magic Pen doesn't matter too much, but I love the Ravenous Hunter lately. It's really nice for the healing because you heal a bunch off of using your abilities. So say like you're in a fight, you use your kick, you use your E, you use your E in like a minion wave with your spell vamp or your lifesteal, and you just get a bunch of HP back. So that's why I love that for Lee Sin. Not really necessary. That's why a lot of people go Inspiration Tree, free boots, 300 gold, more move speed, and 5% cooldown reduction, which is super nice. I do like it because I do like both. They're just gonna be a little bit different every single time. So let's reset the game and let's go over the clear. So basic Lee Sin clear, guys. I'm gonna show you two clears. You take Last Stand because usually you get pretty low and you do more damage when you're low. Okay, so for red buff, you want a W, usually before the red buff spawns, like a second before the red buff spawns. Then you want to auto attack twice, and then press W again. Make sure to press W as soon as the auto attack goes through, so the attack speed procs instantly. You want to start W level 1 as Lee Sin all the time, as long as you're doing a camp and you're not invading. Is because the Q cooldown is super long. Look at the Q cooldown, guys. 11 seconds. Look at the W cooldown. 6 seconds. And the reason why is because W cooldown is reduced by 50% when you cast it on yourself or an ally. So it's better to have a shorter cooldown ability to proc your passive more. After Lee uses an ability, his next 2 basic attacks deal 40% attack speed. So for this blue buff, if you want to do single target camps if you're pathing top. So if you're trying to gank top, you're starting bottom, you do red into blue buff. And how you do blue buff is you want to bind a shift key. You want to bind like your Q to shift Q to see the indicator. So I have smart cast, right? Now I also have shift Q, so you can save a second here. So when you're going from red to blue buff here, you want to shift Q, so you save even that 1 second. And then remember to use your passive, and you want to kite the blue buff to the Grom. And then you can do Grom. And make sure to use your smite buff. Make sure to use smite before you use your second Q. If you want to use your smite on blue or Gromp, it doesn't really matter too much whether you want to use it on Gromp or blue. I personally like using smite on blue buff. Sometimes I use it on Gromp too. Gromp does a little bit more damage than blue buff, but blue buff is a little bit harder to kill. It's like more healthy. So after this, you can look for a gank in top lane. The wraparound gank is really easy because you do have war jump, so you can war jump and kill like an enemy right here. And how you would set up a gank is you auto attack, slow them. If they flash or they dash out, you still have your Q. The most important part here is you don't want to use your Q first. You want to slow them with your 20% move speed slow on your E. It'll double the chance of you landing your Q, because when they're slowed, especially when nobody has boots in the early game, it's super easy to land your Q after someone's slowed. This is the biggest thing that I see a lot of newer Lee Sin players mess up on a bunch, is that they don't use the slow and they rush the Q, and when they rush the Q, now they just have no damage. So it's also easier to wait for, like, you know, someone to out juke themselves too, because every single time the first instinct when someone is getting ganked is, oh, I gotta juke the Lee Sin Q. Well, you make them juke first, and then after they're finished juking, then you can land the Q. That's why it's good to war jump, slow them with E, and then they're gonna juke probably, and then you land the Q. Alright, so let me show you guys the mid lane gank angle. So this is actually really crucial, because a lot of people do this wrong, where most mid laners like to ward this bush, right? So it's always good to go around the ramp, because when you go around the ramp here, this ward does not spot you. But not only that, but Lee Sin's also really good at ganking from behind. So when you're ganking a target from behind, you have the upper angle, you can auto attack space forward, chasing them, and then using your Q, and then it's really easy to get the gank this way. Not only this, but you always want to do this even when you get level 6, it's even better, because when you're ganking from behind, you have that angle to insect, so war jump, kick, and then he's into your team. So this is actually really crucial. And then I'm going to go into more advanced now. I'm going to go into really advanced like gank routes. So I'm going to go and show you guys those right now. So number one is you want to be creative when you're playing Lee Sin, because Lee Sin is a very versatile champion. He can do whatever he wants as long as, you know, it makes sense a little bit and you pull it off well mechanically. So for example, if a mid laner is here, you war jump over and insect this way. So there's a few things that you can do when you do this. You can, if he's like over here, war jump, flash R, and then Q to get back, you know, on top of him, so you're outside of tower range. That's a very easy gank route. Another gank route too is if they're under tower and you want to dive, same exact thing, but coming from the bot side, war jump, flash kick, Q over, and then you're chilling. So I was a little bit low there, but usually you would have like your teammate helping you out there and you would be diving together. And then let me show you, so those are the mid lane gank routes. So ramp over here, you can also gank from the cat area. So ganking from here, and then if the enemy is like here, it's very easy to war jump behind them and then kick. So these are the many gank routes that you can do for mid lane. I personally think that Lee Sin is pretty much the best jungler for ganking mid lane, because there's so many angles that you can gank mid lane from with your kick. There's nowhere that he can hide, really. Like, for example, if there's like a minion wave here, right? You can Q to the minion wave, so, and then war jump, R flash kick. So that's also something that you can do. Let me kill all these dummies, so we can make new ones. And then the next thing that I want to show you guys is the bot lane gank. So if you do want to gank bot lane, there is a path that you can take, which is very easy. And basically, if you do want to gank bot lane and they're really safe under tower, this is the other path that you can do to gank them under tower. So war jump, kick, Q, set up the kill, boom. If you want to do it even faster or even farther, like this guy is over here, you can war jump, Q, R flash. As long as you're healthy, then you're fine. But if you're not healthy, don't do it. So this is also like a really good gank angle for the bot lane, and that can set up insects too. And then for top lane, it's literally you can go through try, you can go through this wall here. So if you go through the wall here, it's like a pretty easy gap close. So if an enemy is right here, you can go through the wall and then insect this way. So there are a ton of different ways to insect. as Lee Sin. So let's go into the more combos, the combos that you can use in Lee Sin. So this should help all you guys because I'm sure there's not too many guides out there that go into all the combos. So pretty much the first combo is really easy. This is for max Q damage because your Q does more damage based on the target's missing HP. You want to do all your spells. So Q, auto, E, R for damage, then Q final for the execute. After this, the next combo is to get the guaranteed Q, because when you know the idea where you want to use your skill shot when an enemy is CC'd, right? So enemy is CC'd during the knockback, you get the guaranteed Q. See how it still says that he's airborne? So always look for the guaranteed Q, RQ. Next thing too is that you can auto attack when you kick the enemy airborne. So auto after the kick. So this is actually really good because it's just an extra auto. It's more damage, guys. You take it every single time. So for example, if you sync this together, you R, auto, Q. And now you have a little bit more damage. Next thing you can do too is RE. You can also do the RE. So you can't R auto then E, as you saw there. So you have to choose one. If you want to R auto or RE, then Q. And then the next combo that you can do is you can look for E flash. So you can't do the Q flash. Well, I guess you can, and you'll be able to like be on top of the enemy and ASAP, but it does not extend the range of the Q. So notice here, this is the Q range. If you Q flash, it does not extend the range. So keep that in mind. So you can E flash. You can also war jump. You can also buffer flash with your war jump. So this is how a normal flash war jump looks like. Look at how slow that is. But if you war jump, if I press 4 and then W together and then flash afterwards, you're input buffering the spells on top of each other. So I'm going to do 4W, 4W, then I'm going to press F. And this is what it looks like. It's very fluid, as you can see, compared to if you flash 4W then. So this is like, I'm sure you guys have seen this in videos. This is how you do the insec, where you input buffer the 4W with flash. That's how you do it. The next thing I want to show you guys is the insec. I'm sure you guys know this one, where you just war jump behind the enemy and you insec. So it's Q, land your second Q, and before you even land on top of the target, you can even look to war jump. That speeds it up. If you wait to do the extra damage, then your insec will be slower, but you do more damage, so it is a trade-off. So if you do want the faster insec, it's literally just war jump before the second Q does damage. And then the Chinese insec is this one, where you do Q, war jump, R flash. So I think this is what you're referring to. So I can do it even faster than that. And the reason why it's so fast is because R flash is even faster than doing the war jump insec, and also it kind of throws the enemy off because when the W animation is a little bit faster than your Q animation. So if you take a look at this, I personally think it's like fancy and all, but I personally think it's not that useful. So I recommend that you guys just stick with the normal insec, which is just the war jump behind them, or just queuing on top of them and then R flash. I think if you learn these ones, you can pretty much get to Diamond as Lee Sin easy peasy, as long as you have good mechanics on landing the Q. You follow all the steps that we kind of went over today, where you want to land the perfect Q with the kick. So I think these mechanics are more important to learn, which is R, Q, and Q, R, Q. You can R auto as well. So if we get on top of it, our auto, you can also do the insect where you war jump behind them. Isn't it Q flash, war jump, RQ? So if you want to see that, Q flash, war jump, RQ. Q, dude, flash, war jump. Wait, that's weird. I think you're. Okay, I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Can't you Q 4 W RQ back so you don't die? Oh yeah, you can buffer the ward. Yeah, for sure. So you can Q this. You can set up your Q on the target dummy, and then you can buffer war jump and then Q back. So I think that's what you guys were referring to. So I can show you guys that. So basically you're applying the ward buffer strat as well as the QRQ strat. So it's basically a Q, war jump buffer, and then you can Q back to the enemy. So I'm doing it a little bit too fast. So you have to hold off on the second Q there. So let me just show you in the river since we have a bunch of target dummies now. So Q, ward buffer, and then you can Q back. I don't think this is too useful, guys. Not gonna lie with you. I think more useful things to practice are just the basic insect and just learning to war jump and then R flash. I think these are the combos that you see all the time, and the other ones are just flashy. Like, if you're focusing so much on doing that, you can use that time to think about objective control, where to gank, where to invade, counter jungle. Focus on the basics, and just like any like martial arts master would say, you know, the basics are the most important. You can do all these flashy like combos, but they're not going to be. You're not going to be as good as someone that's practicing the basics and perfects the basics. You know, like the normal RQ. If you can land this 100% every single time, you get a guaranteed Q every single time. If you know how to do the war jump, R flash, literally no one can react to that. So definitely practice those ones more. You'll get a lot farther than if you practice Chinese insecting, ward buffering, like all this stuff. If you can just do the basics, you're set. Lee Sin's not that hard. I promise you guys. Literally go into a practice tool and do kicks and line up the Q with where the guy's gonna Q. That's the first combo that I'd recommend. So training dummy, kick, and then Q. Easiest combo in the book, but it guarantees you to land your Q every single time. How do you choose the best runes for your champ? So best runes you want to use for Lee Sin is Conqueror, and the reason why is because you have so many auto attacks, you have so many spells that you stack it up so fast. Check this out. We're at 10 stacks already, and then you have that bonus AD. So definitely Conqueror is better on Lee Sin. The other rune that you can go on Lee Sin it would be Electrocute, and that was just because Conqueror wasn't really out yet. Alright, awesome guys. You guys have any questions? Other than that, let's go into the in-houses. Any tank Lee Sin build you know I can run if you know the game is going to be late game? Let's see. So there are hybrid tank builds, which is Black Cleaver into Sterex into GA. That way you do a lot of damage and you're healthy and you're pretty tanky. Some other tank items that are pretty good for Lee Sin would be like the supportive Lee Sin build, which is like Knight's Vow for your AD carry if you have a hyper carry. Locket for your AD carry or team if you have a hyper carry. I don't like those too much. I prefer just going the HP Bruiser build, which is Black Cleaver, Sterex, GA. But if you do want to go to full tank, then items I would recommend are Randuin, because you're getting into the mix of the fight. Magic resist items you could be either Maw or Hex Drinker. You could also go, Adaptive Helmet if they have like Kog'Maw or Cassiopeia on their team. You could go Gargoyles too, to be honest, because that's just like the true tank build item. but I recommend staying away from going full tank Lee Sin. Rather just pick a tank at that point. Just go the Black Cleaver build, you know. That way you're still strong. You can go GA too if you're afraid of getting one shot. Oh yeah, you can go lethality build too. I recommend staying away from the lethality Lee Sin build until you guys are comfortable, because you want to be a little bit tanky. That's why Black Cleaver gives you the extra 400 HP, Sterex Gauge gives you extra HP, GA gives you an extra life, more armor too. So definitely easier to go hybrid, AD and tanky. Best Lee Sin build in low elo is Rush Warriors, probably Red Smite, Ninja Tabby or Merc Treads, then Black Cleaver, GA or Sterex Gauge, and after that you can build based off your team comp. What does your team comp need? Do you need more tankiness? Do you need more damage? Do they have too much AD? Do they have too much MR? And armor items that are good, Randuin's, Deadman's Plate. Gargoyles is good if like they have a bunch of armor and bunch of AD and AP, and you need the extra tankiness. So GA is also good. Maw is good for magic damage. Boom. Those are the key items. Alright guys, let's do the game. So we're gonna do Summoner's Rift, create a custom game. Let's do blind pick, just speed it up. Alright, put in your IGNs in chat. Put in your rank as well. So make sure you include your IGN and your rank. And yeah, we can get started. Also, if you can put your role, that would be really helpful. Just so that we have a decent idea, so we don't have too many of the same roles. And make sure that you're in the NA server. So don't post if you're not in the NA server, sorry guys. We are NA only today. Hey Zavish, what up bro? Make sure to put your IGN and your rank right after. And this is going to be the NA server. The league, I can play any role. Nice. I'll be playing jungle guys, so if you want to contest for the jungle spot, make sure you're on the enemy team. Yo Aqua, I'm not gonna invite you for today just because I just want to make an extra space for someone. Hope that's cool. We got you, you know, in every single other class, so hopefully that's chill. No hard feelings, man. I appreciate it, dude, that you're all understanding and all. Trying to get some new names in here. I apologize if you're not getting your role this game. So hopefully you come into this game with the mindset that, you know, you might have to fill. So just keep that in mind, guys, that there's a chance that you will have to fill. I do like the guys that do say that they can play any single role. Makes it easier for me. Alright, cool. We got the last two people. Oh, it looks like Flash is not joining, still waiting. Alright, we'll give you guys... Hopefully Mongji joins. Give you guys a Diamond 3 to even up the teams. So Mongji, please go on the enemy team. Appreciate it, bro. We're still waiting to see if Flashfire will join. So we'll give it like a minute. Now that teams are a little bit evened up. Alright, Flashfire, where you at, bro? Alright, let me invite someone else. Just trying to balance out the teams. So hopefully we're good. Alright. Looks good. Alright, cool. Alright, GG guys. Good luck, have fun. Hopefully we'll have a GG. Starting the game now. So just pretty much figure out your roles, guys. So pretty much call out your role like old season 6. Hey, what's up, Zetsu? What's up, Eric? We got 3 support mains. Holy shit, I did a bad job. Oh well. Ah, jeez. Oh well. I didn't realize all the support mains would be on my team. Or be on one team. Okay, it's really not that bad, guys. It's really not that bad because usually they probably have some autofills too, so I'm sure we're gonna be fine. Yeah, we're here to learn, guys. We're not here to win. Well, I'm still here to win, but we're here to learn. Everyone's here to learn. Why do I take last stand on Lee Sin? Because you get into a lot of fights where you're like low HP, and you deal more damage to champions when you're low HP. Someone in chat said, please play any other jungler, like Talia or something. But this is a Lee Sin guide stream, guys. We gotta play Lee Sin. Yo guys, I'm so sorry if I didn't get you in this game, but make sure that you're followed, and also if you make a game, or sorry, if you make an account on the ProGuides website, they have more individual smaller size classes, so it's really easy to get into games with pros. If you go through the site, make an account, you join their free classes there, and also I do, in-houses too sometimes on my Twitch, twitch.tv/MikeYeung. So if you are interested, follow me there too at Twitch. It's just hard to get everybody, because we got over 400 people here, so only 10 people can play. So sorry about that, guys, but we're gonna be focusing on Lee Sin, guys. So no worries. You guys are still gonna see the Lee Sin gameplay. You're still gonna see how I clear my pathing strategies, my mechanics, how I build, where I use my wards, how I ward jump, all that stuff. When I use individual, combos, etc. The enemy team, all I know from the rank disparity is that they do have a high elo player, the Silas, on the enemy team, so we do have to be really careful playing around that lane because there's going to be a mechanical disparity there based off of his ranked and experience, so we're going to have to watch out for that lane for sure. People who don't get into game learn more by watching to see what the pro does. True! True! Let's go. Cat is cool, knows what's up. This is Jallo, by the way. Hey Jallo, how's it going, dude? Yo, memes. Sorry that we can't play on the Philippines server, bro. But I appreciate you coming by to the stream. Welcome, man. Hey Senjun, how's it going, bro? Okay, so a few things to note, guys, is that Silas is easy to gank because he's a melee champion. He wants to trade by all-inning, right? We're just gonna 5-point protect our red because Nunu likes to invade bottom side a lot. If Mordekaiser can protect blue, that'd be great. And let's organize the scoreboard so we can use our F keys, right? So mid lane, it's gonna be rough for my mid laner because if he is, a high elo, he's pretty much playing in a Smurf game too. So lane disparity mechanics, he might lose out, but I trust in Zavish. I think he'll do fine. Ziggs can poke pretty safely and farm pretty safely too. We'll have to worry about Nunu invades early game if he does try and cheese me. Top lane is pretty volatile as well. Double bruisers fighting against each other. Bot lane, it might be hard to gank because Morgana spell shield, but can spell shield Pyke. But if they are pushed up, then we'll look for the gank. I think top and mid are volatile, so we're gonna path up there. We're gonna start bottom in this case. Also, solo lanes are generally, more volatile in the early game than bot lane. So you want to scout out the lanes. I think Nunu started here. Yeah, it looks like Nunu started bottom because bot leashed. So we can smite blue buff here, let the red buff kill it. The red buff does 6 damage per tick and it ticks like 2 or 3 times. Like top is, oh, mid is super aggressive. You see that, guys? So yeah, we know mid is super aggressive now, so we just want to make sure that Ziggs can't get ganked. So we're gonna help him out. So this is how you can like help out your mid laner. You just like pressure the enemy jungle camps. I know it's a Nunu, but like if I pressure the camp here, it forces the Nunu out. Because I am the stronger early game jungler, right? And even though I'm like literally counter jungling a Nunu, like I have top and mid prio. Force the enemy jungler out so he can't gank my Ziggs as easily. We have bot prow too, so guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna cross map here. And we're gonna protect my bot lane from getting ganked. We might run into a Nunu here. Yep. We're just scouting for our lanes. I just don't want my bot lane to get ganked there, so that's why I cross map. In order to force like a Nunu to go back top side. So we see Nunu top, and that's good. Because we have top and mid winning now. So I just need to tell my Mordekaiser to be careful a bit. And we're still ahead in CS even though I gave up Scuttle Crab. Or at least even. Just because I took his red and some of his rafters. I think I trolled, to be honest, by cross-mapping for Bomb Scuttle. I thought it'd be up still, but didn't really calculate how fast he is at doing the Scuttle Crabs. We're gonna see if this works. Probably won't. Oh, at least he missed the cannon minion. Honestly, down with that. Ooh, if that Q landed, I would flash on him. A little bit unfortunate that the Silas got away there. We did get his flash, so he should be really easy to gank again if he does walk up. Let's see if he walks up here. Maybe he's watching the stream, so he might not. Oh, he walked too far up, and he got the CC. We have Morgana on her way. And we have, Pyke. We have Pyke on her way. So we can go for a Pyke kill here. So we're gonna slow him first, and then land the easy Q. When you're on top of the enemy, it's a lot easier to land the Lee Sin Q. We actually, let's try out Tiamat this game, because we do have the perfect gold buy for Tiamat. It's actually not bad when it's like, seems like this game I'm going to be doing a decent amount of camps. His laners are playing pretty safe actually. Maybe top is gankable right now. Looks like Mordekaiser's getting really low. This way, this way. Whoa! Alright. Nice, nice. My Mordekaiser's smurfing. We're just gonna help him push to deny Aatrox like CS. I know I kinda just KS like my Mordekaiser a bunch of gold, but this is so we get the wave in faster. And it's gonna help him because he gets to the plates faster. And Aatrox loses more CS. And now I just want to farm for level 6. We have fast clear because of the Tiamat. We are 26 CS at 6 minutes, as someone did notice, but I did protect like a lot of my lanes. I protected my Ziggs from getting ganked by Nunu. I protected my bottom lane, and we ganked Silas like literally like 3 times. Okay, bot lane is fighting. Nunu might run bottom. I want to hover bottom if Nunu does run bottom. And we kind of caught up in CS now, because all you have to do is like one clear. Looks like they... Holy shit, my team's just smurfing, what the heck? I just knew that my one lane this game that really needs my help was mid lane. Because if you think about it, right? My mid lane's win condition is to poke. Silas's win condition is to all in. So if I camp his win condition, which is I make it so Silas is so afraid to even all in, that's a win on me, because then my Ziggs will just perma poke him. So that's my thought process behind ganking mid a lot and sacking a little bit of my camps to do that. So now that we got level 6, we can look for more creative gank routes. And we do have winning top, and since forget that Q, guys. It happens. The Scuttle Crab kind of juked me there. Scuttle Crab is kind of good at doing that, I guess. But now we want to base. I'm matching my Ziggs tempo, so you want to base on his timer. Reason being is that so you can walk back out of the map at the same exact time. You're gonna get a pink ward. Reason why I go boots in pink ward instead of longsword is so I can have that pink ward to set up the herald. I want to do Herald because we do have mid prio and we have top prio, and that's the only objective up right now. Dragon's already down, so Herald's the next focus. So I just have to wait for Ziggs to get back on the map. and push out his wave. We do have hard top power right now. I can actually beat Sylas in a fight right now. So we're gonna chase this guy. We have more shifting down too. So watch this, guys. Kick, Q, land the free Q, and he's dead. So that's the combo we were talking about in practice tool. You want to kick first and then Q. It's the guaranteed Q. Your second Q does more damage too. And yeah, easy combo. Easiest combo in the game. And then we're playing for the top herald because basically, you know, Dragon's not up right now. Top and mid prow. Go to force the fight. Look at this pink ward control. Super good. And then you get the herald. Easy peasy. And we're gonna gank top. Oh, actually we can gank mid. Reason being is that Ziggs is really good with using the W grenade. So basically, I'm just gonna push with them and then use Herald and then Ziggs with W. It's really easy. Like the easiest thing in the world with Ziggs. Nunu's coming down from top, but I don't think there's much he can do. Just press W on the tower, Ziggs, and then we can kill Sylas. Okay, Sylas flash. I'm gonna block this. Oh, actually, we can kill Nunu here. Ooh, we got both their flashes. Okay, we're chill. We got the tower. Honestly, even if I died there, like we got 5 plates in 10 minutes. And we got first tower gold, so even if I died there, we'd still be chilling. So make sure to time summoners. It's gonna be like 15, 20 mid jungle. So now you know mid jungle no flash. They had to use flashes there to escape. And pretty much now we want to play for the other towers. So top and bottom, and we're gonna path to bottom because dragon is spawning. That's why I path from base to bottom, because we want to play for that dragon and we want to play for that bottom tower. And we see Nunu top, so guess what? It's very easy to gank bottom, very easy to set up dragon. Because Nunu's top lane, we can even set up a dive possibly. Setting up the pink ward there. What I do want to do is I do want to break out mid. So I do want to break out mid and then have my mid laner roam with me. So we can do another wave together. Honestly, this is how you get all the platings in the game when you have a Ziggs. You actually force a 2v2 as well. So I'm pretty sure we can win this really hard. Ooh. But it's kind of lucky that the Ziggs ult missed. Otherwise we would have one-shot the Sylas there. Yeah, we definitely would have killed the Sylas if we hit that Ziggs ult. It's kind of my bad too. We also had Pike coming, so we could have also played it safer too. So you don't have to go Tiamat on Lee Sin. It's not a necessity. Bottom's playing really aggressive. He's pretty low right now. If I land this Q on him, I can kill him here. Nice. Land the Q. Dodge the Morgana binding. Gonna land the next Q. Watch, he's gonna dodge a little bit down, so we're gonna angle this down. Nice. When you play Lee Sin enough, you're gonna learn people's dodging patterns really easily. Especially in like when you're chasing someone down. It's very easy to predict someone's dodge pattern. Pogs in chat. Thank you for the pogs in chat, guys. This is YouTube chat, guys. Alright, so now that we got Dragon, I still want to do the same thing, which is play to get this bomb tower. So we're gonna ping to rotate bottom here. Oh, Vayne is going in. So this is why you have map awareness. We see that Vayne's really going in here. Oh, he's actually just running, try to take away, prevent me from getting the kill. Although if Caitlyn got the kill, that actually wouldn't be that bad either. So we're gonna dive bottom. Don't even think we need a minion wave if we want to go. Let's just go, guys. Oh, actually they use TP. That's a Silas TP. We can just poke them with Ziggs under tower. Oh. Alright, let me go help that guy. We're gonna plant over. So here, we're gonna Q. And then we're gonna kick for more damage. And then finish him off. So we're gonna go for a straight Q here. Oh, we into this, but we do have the dash. We got actually a really nice chunk there. Ooh, rip guys. Is that worth it? Maybe not. Unless they kill him. The stun lands? Ah, if that stun landed, that'd be a kill. Okay, actually, that was not worth it, even though it looked really flashy. Sometimes, don't take the Q even if you land it. Even if you land all your Qs and it looks really cool, don't take it. It's not worth it all the time. So yeah, let's go and do the Herald. Let's play objective oriented. This is why that was a bad play on me. Because that's when you play for kills as Lee Sin, you're not gonna win as many games. You gotta play to translate your lead into objectives, because that's the only way you can really snowball effectively on Lee Sin. Kills won't stick because of shutdown gold, but objectives will. So we can get Herald here. Hopefully Nunu doesn't come up, because that'd be unlucky. Alright, we're good. We're probably back, guys. Oh, jeez. Alright, try and get out. Peace. Gonna kick him into each other to peel. Oh. Nice. Careful, guys. Really risky. Caitlyn's like no HP. Nice. Okay, we can war jump. Try and get the binding here. Hit the Q, hit the Q. Q. Nice. I can just kill him. Augers. So Silas is up, so we gotta be careful. I want my Kate. It's just base. Let's just base, guys. So now we go Black Cleaver. Merc Treads is good. They have a lot of CC. I didn't see their team comp, otherwise it would have went Legend Tenacity too. They have a lot of CC. We should play to shut down this Vayne. He has 6 kills. He's really easy. Vayne's really easy for Lee Sin kill. Assassins are just generally like people that get in your face. Low range guys are really easy for Lee Sin to deal with. Okay, so we should actually pressure for Dragon soon. So we should have Mordekaiser walk down. Look for Silas too. Down to look for Silas here. Pike? Waiting on Pike here. Nice. And that's the basic combo, which is you war jump, R flash, it catches people off all the time. I want to actually Herald here before doing Dragon, just because we have a numbers advantage. So War Jump, R Flash, guys. Remember that combo. It's the #1 Lee Sin combo in the book. Not Insect, but literally the R Flash. It's so hard for people to react to. Let's kill this guy. Kill this freaking Nunu. Oh, get him. Nice. And now we get Dragon. Actually look for a turn here because they're kind of walking in. So I'm gonna look for the turn. Nice. Oh shit. Vayne's diving pretty deep. Alright. My team's got the cleanup. Boom. Silas is here, guys. So now we want to go Sterix. We're not having... Sterix is pretty good here because I want the extra damage. And we're not having that much trouble surviving. So we don't really need GA. That was a really good Ziggs ult by Zavish. True, guys. So the next objective that we want to play for, and it's always good to have an objective in mind when you're playing early game junglers because you need to close out the game pretty fast, right? Most of the time. So let's play for tier 2 top. So let's literally just ping for the next objective, which is tier 2 top, and then your teammates should have a general idea to set up for it. Reason why I ping tier 2 top instead of bottom is because we can set up Baron at the same time if we ever win a fight. We're close to the Baron, so we can do Baron. So we're gonna go through mid, and then we're gonna rotate top. So we should rotate top. Not sure what these pings are going for. Aatrox? We're not fighting with our Mordekaiser, but it should be fine. We do have quite... We do have Mordekaiser TP, but I wanted to rotate top. I think we messed up a little bit there. Because we should be playing for objectives and not just chasing around kills. So we're still gonna repeat ping top. Our siege is so good with Caitlyn Ziggs. We should just play for towers instead of chasing. So let's actually just go top here, guys. We can put a pink in the jungle for vision control. Kind of just walked over my ping. I guess they're not scared. I feel like they should be quite scared here. Ike should walk up and look for some hooks. Gonna pink this bush again. And we can kind of siege. Poke them. We have a decent poke comp. We have really good catch like that. Oh. Pretty sure our guy wins, right? Oh, never mind. Oh god, guys. That ain't good. Alright, guys. We really trolled there. Should I go back in? Nice. Nice. Whoops. That Q. So we get the tower here. Nice. Oh, there's a Nunu. Nunu's kind of annoying. But I'm pretty sure we have enough damage to kill him. Nice. And now we're out. And we're good. If he uses his spells on Caitlyn, then I can come back. So yeah, we get the kill. So use my Caitlyn as bait there. He used this W on Caitlyn instead, and we came back. Look at how low my cooldowns are. Isn't this insane, guys? Like, look how low my W and my Q cooldowns are. I can literally shield my team like perma. Pretty sure... For sure we can look for a pick here. Look for Morg. See if they walk up. Let's just base actually. I have a ton of gold. I have my item spike as well, and we can play for an easier objective. So pretty good. Lee is OP if you know how to use this kit. Yes sir. Indeed. Okay, we're gonna head bottom because Mordekaiser wants to fight this guy. Collapse on him. Oh, we can go on this Aatrox instead. Ooh, I missed. But we should win this. So, use my Q for damage. We can chase here. Oh, where's my team? What? You guys left! They chase a Nunu! I didn't see what everybody was up to. That's my bad, I guess. I thought we could kill the Vayne. I thought Pyke was behind me. But look, we got inhib. It's chilling. Nice, we got inhib. That's actually huge. A side lane inhib is really good, because then we can just easily go to the other side of the map, and then we have a free push lane. Alright guys, we can either set up for Baron now, or we can set up for bot tower. I'm down to keep sieging, as long as they can't get Baron. We're gonna do some camps, then we can head bottom. Oh, looks like they're fighting. Get Zig some farm. Actually, sieging mid is really easy. Honestly, I think we should just siege mid. I think ARAM is good, because we have a poke comp. Kick this guy in to guarantee it, in case he has flash. Oh, let's just do Baron now, honestly. .45 and they don't have a smite, so they have to be really pressured to walk in. Finish Baron, guys. Then we should siege mid, because they have to catch top wave. Look at that top wave building with 2 supers. So when they catch top wave, they'll have less numbers in the mid lane. And as soon as we got Baron, we're using it, so we're not wasting a single minute or second. So this is actually really good. So like Aatrox is top, so we have numbers advantage here. We can just one-shot the tower. And we get the inhib. And we should go bottom. So don't waste a single second, guys. Back up, guys. Back up. We're fighting over nothing right here. Absolutely nothing. So we should look to rotate this tower ASAP. When you have Baron, you're on a timer to use your Baron. So after you get objectives, just set up for the next one. So we should just run bottom. We have Mordekaiser TP, so I'm down to base, but here, I guess we can base really fast, get my upgrade, then run back, just so we're in time. Siege this tower. We still have 2 minutes of Baron left. Oh, Zig says teleport. Okay. We're chilling. We got teleport on Zig, so want to go for this now. Let's go. Triple inhib, guys. Protect the wave. Guys, no one's on the wave. We need to keep this wave Baron, otherwise we're giving up 2 siege minions. Ah, unlucky. So we just wasted 30 seconds of Baron, just from that. make sure you guys always protect the waves, especially like if they're only committing 180 carry to like they're only sending one guy to clear the wave. That's why I didn't want his base, because I wasn't sure that anybody would know what's going on. Yeah, so we just lost another minute of Baron. Unlucky. Now we have to wait for another wave. So bringing the wave doesn't even matter really. Just because it doesn't give move speed to the minions anymore. But Aatrox is top. Like we should still win the Baron push because they have to catch so many supers. So now we want to siege this. Oh, really interesting. Oh, what's up, dude? I'm pretty sure you lose this. Like we can R flash the Vayne if he walks up too far. Just like the R flash combo is hard for people to react to. He's slowed. Should be able to get the kill here too. Nice. That's a GG. No, I'm pretty sure Vayne didn't rage quit. that's weird to accuse. GG's. Hey guys, you guys played laning phase really well. Holy shit. All of you guys, especially bot top, and then Zavish, we had some pretty good ganks around mid too. Only thing that I would say we could improve on is that after we got Baron, making sure to use the Baron buff ASAP, not waste a single second of it. Because every single second matters when you have that Baron buff. A whole 30 seconds could mean getting that extra tower, getting the extra inhib. So definitely we should try and, as soon as we got mid inhib, back up and then set up for bot waves insta. So definitely think that was the most important part. So yeah, hopefully you guys learned a lot from that game. And remember guys, if you are new to the stream, if you don't know, I stream regularly on Twitch, twitch.tv/MikeYeung. This is the link if you guys want to check it out. And also ProGuides website, check out the ProGuides website as well, because they do free classes and it's smaller size too, so it's a lot easier to get into these VR games. So yeah, check out twitch.tv/MikeYeung. Alright guys, I have some time to do some Q&A guys, so ask your best questions about Lee Sin, about jungling in general, anything I guess. Yeah, I'll do my best to answer as many questions as possible in the next few minutes. Definitely gonna follow you on Twitch, super informative and enjoyable. Yo, thank you Tim Kerr, I appreciate it bro. What is my rank? On this account, I am Master 0LP with a 78 wins, 78% win rate. I think so. I took a break from League like a few months ago, but I've been on the grind since, and we smurfing out here, we getting some wins. Sorry, I was late to the stream. Could you tell me the standard Lee Sin pathing really quick? Standard Lee Sin pathing would be red, blue, Gromp for level 3. You can also do red double golems raptors, but that is a little bit more complex. You gotta make sure you know how to kite the double golems and raptors. After I master Olaf, or you can start blue buff too. You can start blue buff and then do blue Gromp wolves if you want to start on the blue buff side. But it's better to do red blue Gromp since single target camps, really easy to do. Get your red buff early so you do more damage. Boom. How do you translate early game lead as someone like Elise into a winning game? I always fail at that point. So make sure you follow the steps that we did in that game where we focus on towers, getting the inhib down, getting Baron after killing the enemy jungler, Just knowing when to call for objectives and trying to lead your team to set up tier 2 objectives, dragons, heralds, barons, and then using the baron ASAP. Which lane do I usually prioritize? So the lanes I prioritize are based off of matchups. So for example, I prioritized mid lane a bunch this game because I knew Silas would want to trade a lot because it's a melee matchup and it's kind of like assassin guy versus a poke mage. Ziggs is a poke mage, so he wins the lane if he can get a little bit of help. Silas wants to go in a bunch on Ziggs, so you know this guy's training pattern, right? So if I'm there when Silas is trying to engage on Ziggs, then Silas is fucked. We just win the lane straight up. So it's just that idea. What are my thoughts on Ivern? I mean, Nocturne? Nocturne is really, really good in solo queue. Like, no one knows how to deal with his paranoia. No one knows how to deal with, you know, splitting up against Nocturne. So definitely try him out. Build for Lee. So you can go Black Cleaver, Starex after Warrior. You don't really need the Tiamat Ravenous Hydra. I think this is just bonus if you're like snowballing. These are the core items. How would you play this game if Silas was on your team? I would camp for the Silas because it's the same idea. Silas needs to play aggressive, needs to all in all the time. He needs the most jungle attention. So one advice I would give to the enemy jungler is that Nunu needs to make sure to pressure Ziggs a lot more. How do you deal with Nocturne? So Nocturne is pretty bad against teams that can kite him really well. So he's really bad against teams that pretty much just one-shot him after he ultis in. Nocturne is really hard to deal with 1-3-1. So pretty much the champion I think is pretty OP when people are split because it's like impossible to know what's going on with paranoia. So how you deal with Nocturne is you literally ARAM and you team fight. Tips for pulling off a successful invade. So a few tips that you want to do when invading are make sure you have lane prowl. So go through the checklist. Make sure you have lane prowl. If you don't have lane prowl, can you escape in case, you know, they collapse on you? Are you stronger than enemy jungler? Is the camp up? These type of things. Do you have a pink ward, wards to spot the enemy jungler, etc.? And is it worth going for this invade rather than doing another objective? What could I improve on? I was the Pyke. So I did notice that you can land your ultis a little bit better. I think you were a little bit too rushed to ulti a bunch. It's better to just be a little more patient but then get that guaranteed ulti. Other thing as well is that you did leave your Caitlyn a little bit too much this game because you guys were dumpstering lane. Props to you guys, like you smurfed bot lane, but then you roamed too much when your Caitlyn had to like walk up. So make sure you play with your Caitlyn a little bit more. Red to work works a lot of time on Lee Sin versus certain champions. Yeah, that definitely works on Lee Sin too. Red to blue also works too because Lee Sin's just a really strong level 2 jungler. So if you do invade in vertical jungle or, you know, do the level 2 invade, it will work out if you are the stronger jungler. What could I improve on? You were the Morgana. The main thing that I'd say you could improve on was it's a little bit hard because I had your number that game, so I feel like it was a little bit too easy to land Q on you, but it's like not necessarily your fault because Morgana is a pretty immobile champion. I just say just watch your positioning more when playing against champions like Lee Sin, champions that have like skill shot gap closers. Just watch your positioning a little bit more. What could you have improved on? You're the Caitlyn. So when your support is roaming, just make sure that you're calling for him to come back or just play safe because you did get 1v1 or 1v2'd a bit when Pyke was roaming too much. If I die to a level 1 invade, what is the best way to get back into the game? Basically just chill, farm a bit, you know, catch up in levels. You don't want to just keep on, you know, fighting when you're down a level. Why didn't you go 1-1-3 after you got top and mid and hit? That way you have more Baron minions. The super minions after you get inhibs pretty much will bring the enemy laners to have to clear those waves. That will make it so if we're 5 bottom or we're 4 bottom, we can get a numbers advantage on the tower and we can hit the tower freely, creating you know, 3 open inhibs, and then we insta win the game because it's really hard to come back from 3 inhibs. You just bring all the minions in and then you get the win. So we got 5 minutes left of Q&A, so feel free to ask any questions, guys. Feel free to spam your question too if I missed it, if it's an important question. So I just want to use this time to just answer as many questions as possible. Let me close out the music. After I master Olaf, oh, one sec. Chat closed on me. Gonna need a refresh. Okay, cool. How do you like to ward against Shaco if you're a mid lane player? Ward the enemy raptors. That way you have more time to see if he's gonna stealth on you. Good junglers to solo queue climb. I'd say really good junglers would be, for low elo, would be like Warwick, Trundle, Amumu, Rammus, even Fiddlesticks. Do you think Bork is good on Lee Sin? No, I don't think so. How can I master Olaf? What I would recommend doing is going into YouTube, searching Challenger Olaf guide or Challenger Olaf gameplay, and then you can watch that and copy the pathing, copy what that Olaf player prioritizes. Remember, guys, the best way to learn is to copy from people that are better than you. So guides really help, watching VODs really help, and then practicing it. What is the best way to learn the role of the jungler at low elo? Just test ganking a bunch. Testing ganks with X champion, testing ganks with, you know, this jungle matchup, this lane matchup, and kind of predicting like which lanes are most volatile. That's gonna help you a lot. What do you think if you're in an early game jungle and every lane is feeding by 10 minutes? Well, then it's just like really BG, honestly. If you're at that point, you're just trying to get as much gold as you possibly can, like anywhere, or you're trying to look for one of your lanes to win. So like your one closest to winning lane, play around that lane. Hey, what's up? What's up, Sammy? What's up, Ray? We're just doing Q&A, guys, for the last bit of the stream, since we don't have time to do anything else. How do you deal more damage? I always feel like I deal little damage even if I win. I'm fed, I'm always on the bottom damage. So just play a little bit more aggressive, learn your limits. Don't be afraid to mess up because one game is not gonna, you know, impact your entire like rest of the season stats. So if you just play to like experiment a little bit more, you can learn your limits. So limit testing is really good in solo queue, because then if say like you go for a gank, you don't know if it's gonna work out. Well, if it works, now you learn something really important. If it fails, then you still learn something. You know not to go for that gank. So it's really important to just limit test, because if you don't go for something, if you don't try something out, you'll never learn, right? So it's really important to limit tests. Thanks for all the videos, Mike. Yo, appreciate it, Noodlot. Yo, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Yes, I think I will be streaming right after this, so definitely check out that stream. What should I do if my camps are down and my lanes aren't gankable? Take the enemy camps. Boom. So it's okay I don't deal the most damage in the team. I think that's okay. Honestly, if you're winning, you're winning, you know? You don't have to be too greedy, always do the most damage. Do you use flash, R, or R flash only? R flash more often than not. Best jungle mid duo in your opinion? I think it would have to be like a combination of Lee Sin plus like CC setup. Sejuani tips. Right now, just prioritize focusing on getting to level 6, and then once you're level 6, just spam R. R, just R to blow flashes, R to set up ganks. Aaron, don't look into jungle farm, what a jungle farm should be at. Just compare to yourself and be your own judge. Be like, did you do a good job this game impacting your lanes and snowballing? That should be the main question. Like, for example, I could be snowballing a game and I could have like 30 CS at 10 minutes, or another game I should be doing like really shitty and I could have 100 CS at 10 minutes, but all my lanes are losing. So CS does not equate how well you are jungling. Who counters Zac? So early game invaders counter Zac. Like, Lee Sin's pretty good at invading Zac. If you have a losing bot lane, it's hard to go for Dragon, so maybe shift your focus on maybe Herald instead if you have a winning top lane. Snowballing means that you're just extending your lead, trying to close out the game as fast as possible. Yo guys, thank you guys for watching this YouTube stream. Really appreciate it, guys. Make sure you head over to my Twitch. I'm going to start my stream right now. Twitch.tv/MikeYeung. So right over here, open this in your browser, twitch.tv/MikeYeung. We're going to continue to stream over there. We're going to probably play some solo queue. Thank you guys for joining me in today's live class. Peace out, boys. Peace. See ya.